Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Hey everyone, D60 here again, and we are back for another game. This one is called Serena. Now, I did play this all the way through one time, but the game file got corrupted. The recording got corrupted, I should say.
The photo was right there. Maybe I could have another look.
Yeah, I had to abandon that, so...
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember?
'Cause you ugly as hell.
This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Yeah, all those 16 years
ago. My love.
Alright, so this is actually a point-and-click game. It's really simple, but it's got a great graphics, great storyline, great actors actually doing the voices. So yeah, we're just going to hop right back into this.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
And why can't I see my feet? I make noise, but no feet.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
I have no idea what this picture is about. Not sure why you would have a painting or a picture of 3 kids in a sink.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine.
Fallible? Big word.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
On that ratty-ass thing?
Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Ew.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin. Well, along with the bed, of course. Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate. Yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Culinary? I thought that was culinary, but alright.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
Yeah, vanilla. We'll go with that.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Which one's hers? I can't imagine most of these being for, anyone. Well, maybe storyteller.
A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No. Of course not.
The Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. From Evil Dead? Yeah, from the Evil Dead.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here.
Okay, so that's not going to give me anything new. One thing about this that I noticed when I was playing the first time, I actually spent a good time on here because there's no progression with this. You literally had to go through everything. Nice wine. But you had to go through everything and basically find a slight pattern with things and to discover certain clues to jog back his memory. And in order to progress, you had to do certain things, and you get different results
Come,
at
love,
certain times.
with peace in your heart, said Niav of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes.
So let's see what we can do.
It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Or that was called the pub, and they were fine with that too.
Niav is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Yeah, because, there wasn't, like anyone else in here.
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oop. Wow, this is a little laggy.
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
Wow.
I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
Okay, I don't remember being able to, like, move my head up and down, so that's neat. So, yeah, I think it had an update because I wasn't able to do all this. Well, that's nice.
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor. Our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion.
Oh, okay, right-clicking allows me to move the head more fluidly.
I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Far out, man. So groovy.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her...
Nothing there. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Nothing. Nothing again.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it.
Yeah, because it didn't.
2
wasn't
days,
your side.
3 days tops, and bam, a brand new light bulb would burn out. Whenever her lamp didn't work, Serena would come by my side to read. A few moments later, she would lay her head down on my chest, and fall asleep. The only reason this lampshade gathered less dust than the other one was that we had to keep putting new bulbs in this one. She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard. But I don't
Sounds about
remember
right.
that ever being an issue between us.
And that book looked extremely old.
She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess.
No, you still are.
The rug's all crooked again. Can you help me straighten it out?
Woohoo. Boobtastic interview. Nice.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Yeah, when I played this the first time, this wasn't it. It was like an engineering magazine or something like that.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Yeah, with what's their name, man? What's all that fun
I
stuff?
needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months. We brought the lamps with us when we got this place all those years ago. They were from a garage sale. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
Not really.
The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though. There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head.
On my head.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy. It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
Hazy afternoon shades or a hazy afternoon because you just smoked a whole bunch of pot that you found out here?
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
So it's 6:15 or 5:15. No, it's 6:15. Okay, and a couple hours left.
There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
Hmm.
The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
Why aren't they yours?
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
No shit. Very observant, Captain Obvious.
Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
That's why it sounds like inner monologue to me. Yeah, I think you did. Blow
She
the
also
bed
had a
down.
brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Hers. I used it too, when shaving.
Why would you use this? You have a big ass mirror right up here.
There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy.
For what?
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Yeah.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Yeah, yes, ingesting chemicals never did anyone any good.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Well, let's see.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena.
Let's see. Nothing else? Yeah. Okay, back out. Yeah, look. He's got a full mirror right there. Why do you
My heart is racing. I can't help but feel there's something I have to do.
Ah! Shit.
We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
I mean, it's
The
not
guy
like
who
he was-
snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world.
Dun, 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 dun.
She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country.
It's the old country, eh? That's...
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
Okay, you pansy.
When did we let this window get so gunked up? There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you.
She's gay.
I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me?
She had to poop. Did you hear her? She was trying and trying so hard.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Well, that's haunting.
I didn't cook much for her, always so worried about my stuff. Damn, I can't even remember what her favorite meal was.
Look, I said I would do it. Will you just sit down over there? I'll make you something we can both enjoy eating.
I think it dates from the colonial era, probably brought over by the Pilgrims.
Probably.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
His cock?
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us.
So, let's see.
I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before.
What? You just talked about
Not
the
that
plant.
it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. Does it mean anything that it's next to her Bible? Anyway, it's just some boring plant. Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it?
Yes.
I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. Could it hurt me to be a bit more open towards religion?
No.
Serena's faith was always a rock for her to lean on. And I certainly could use one right now.
What, a rock or faith?
Why can't you just accept that I want God in my life? Have you any idea how many times he has helped me get through? Of course you wouldn't know. He was there for me all the times you weren't.
Ooh, so she had an affair with God. I see.
No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible.
My light's busted again. Can I come over to your side and read?
I can almost feel her hair tickling my neck. The intoxicating smell of her skin. Why didn't I fix her lamp? Is that the reason why she was mad at me? But
Anyway, everything's getting dark and dingy.
it's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
Yeah,
Could
probably.
I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
Probably.
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. What am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp?
I don't know, because it kind of looks like it's a butt plug.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's
No,
what
he's
the
just
Empress
handicapped.
wanted to hear, wasn't it? I couldn't care less. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even.
Wow, short temper much?
Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful?
Sordid. That's another good word.
I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway.
It's not dark enough. Yeah, poor little baby.
That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy.
but you can't remember anything, so...
I torture myself trying to remember. It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. No, I can still see even if the light is going. Sunlight, birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope. No chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside.
Do it. Now.
There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Yeah.
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed. Doting on her hair like a child.
Doting.
But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her.
Her
What
peace.
about mine? I hate her so much. I can't even bear to look at my face. She's real. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me.
Oh, really?
My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it.
It was a sore point for you, but your hairline.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else. Just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about.
That's what rough, angry sex is about. And you said you had plenty of that, so... Well, plenty of sex, at least.
Unless she was the one who left. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Okay, so... There's that.
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
No, but you gotta remind him.
The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me.
Probably. See anything new here?
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right.
What? She's a man?
Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann.
No, that can't be. The hell's a Tuatha Danann?
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Okay. Can I open this now? Ooh.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe
Dick.
it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
It's got to give. S.
Now I remember. It was me all the time. I lost her, and it's all my fault.
Yep.
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value.
Yeah, me either, so I'm trying to back out. There we go.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
Well, because you're a dick. Ooh. Hello. Dink.
Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true.
Oh, it's true, all right.
No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare.
Oh, you did it, all right. You did it.
I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
Yep. See anything with the stove?
I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves.
What does that have to do with the stove?
My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake.
Great verse. What does that have to do with anything?
She actually threw this at me once. She could have killed me.
She threw
That's how the
stove?
bedroom window got that crack.
She threw the stove. Does that
Never
look like
those
a-
dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance.
They're toasty, not blackened.
It's like looking into my own soul right now.
Your soul needs a bath.
Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination.
If you actually look at this, you can't see through there, and what you see kind of resembles nothing but tree bark. I mean, you can see the pillars right there, but there's just like trees right there, and they're darkened behind it, but the light's coming down through here. So what the hell's going on?
It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now.
Well, then
Do
come on.
I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
Yeah, well, come on, let's go.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
I'm not. I'm trying to leave. Come on, let's leave.
Too upset to even think straight.
Yeah.
I hate her so much.
The hell?
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't.
Holy hell, this has been here for a long time, but the eyes are still intact. But the chest cavity's not.
How did it happen? I can't remember.
Dim teeth, though. Look at that.
It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage?
Yes, you do.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Why can't I point up and down? Disco, disco, disco. Okay. Someone's talking. Is that a memory?
The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration, delirium. If I smash the window, I could just slit my wrists with the shards.
Do it. Now.
Bashing my head through might cut a carotid artery, even quicker than the wrists.
Not likely. Oh, wow.
Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds?
It stopped.
I've really gone insane this time, haven't I?
Yes.
I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer? Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come. I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose.
Don't worry, it's all covered. He spent much time here. You think they would buy it after all this time? Fire will do it. It's been mentioned to you.
Alright, my headset actually died here, so if you hear a slight humming, that would be it. I'm going to try to keep it up, and I think the background noise is going to cover up the hum, so. But I believe we're almost finished here.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police?
Oh, shit, we got to duck. Duck and cover. Let's see if we can see who they are. They're right there.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry, it's all covered. He spent much time here.
He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
What?
Oh shit! You forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer.
The ring.
It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No! Not like this! Please! No!
Alright. Well, that is it, everyone. That is Serena. Quite enjoyable. If you spend more time with some of this stuff, you can actually get a lot more information. Like I said, I've been through this before. actually spent almost 2 hours playing this game because I couldn't figure out one part. I didn't see that trunk there, which led me to the next one. But yeah, that is the game, and let me know if you liked it, let me know if you played it. Probably can't even hear me over the music, but oh well. Alright guys, take it easy and have good fun.